5 comebacks to a narcissist when you are forced to interact with them. These are gray rock responses, which means they are boring blanket statements that do not involve your emotions whatsoever and stop the conversation so that it does not continue for hours and waste your time. Keep yourself safe. These are just suggestions. If they're not going to work on your narcissist or put you in danger, don't use them. The first one is, I'm not sure what your intention was with that comment. When they insult you, when they start verbally attacking you, I'm not sure what your intention was with that comment. If this is a covert narcissist or somebody who is very passive aggressive, they're going to be forced to explain themselves and have a direct conversation, and they're really not going to like that. Next is, did you mean to say that out loud? This is showing the narcissist that most of us have a filter between our thoughts and what we say. We as adults are responsible for our words. And on that note, the next one is, what an odd thing to say. Again, if they have some kind of ridiculous demand out of you, instead of saying no and shutting them down because no is their least favorite word, you just say, what an odd thing to say. The next one is an agree rock tactic, where you kind of just appease them in the moment with no intention of following through. So that is, let me think about that. A child custody dispute or a coworker at work who is trying to get you to do things that aren't in your job title, or a mother-in-law, you can say, let me think about that. Whatever the request is that is offensive for them to even bring up, just put it off and then don't ever do it. The last gray rock response is to suddenly get a bout of attention deficit disorder and just zone it out completely. You don't have to reply at all if it is something abusive or toxic, if it is something demeaning or spiteful. You can just act like you didn't even hear it. And when they come at you, demanding your attention and your reaction, you can just say something along the lines of, I'm not able to focus on this conversation right now. Narcissists have to be the center of attention, and they will constantly try to bait you into fights. So something that they really hate, that completely deflates them, that takes the wind out of their sails, is if you act like you can't focus on what they're saying because it's so boring that you just keep tuning it out. So if they ask you to do something, or they say something mean, and you say, would you say, I wasn't listening? You know, I'm just not able to focus on this conversation right now. I have a lot more gray rock responses in my book, Navigating Narcissists, available as an ebook, hard copy, or an audiobook. The link to that is in my bio. And drop in the comments some of the gray rock responses that you use that have worked.